symmetrical with one another. From there, just lift the shoulder straps back and down. Take the right arm over and stretch it over to your left side, and then over. And again, so opening out the waist and the lower back muscles. Ladies, let's just drop down head and shoulders, and then just come down as far as the top of the thighs, and then just stretch into that cat stretch, and then away into your cow stretch. Again, for accumulator core ideas, I'm going to keep you on each exercise about a minute, okay? And then we're going to have about 15 seconds rest in between. So a minute on, and then 15 seconds on. Hope you're fired up and ready for this. Let's go up to the top, all the way up to the top, and then take your shoulders back and down. Let's lift the arms up, and let's just take it over into that lateral flexion, and then over to the other side. So standing nice and tall, then come right over the top of the head, and then over to the other side. Bring the arms down in front of you, and then just take the right leg behind, and then the other side. So as I do, I'm going to come around. Yeah. I'm going to come in almost like a bit of a diagonal around. In and through. Now this time as I go over, stay here. As I go into my diagonal lunge, my curtsy lunge, I'm going to come out to my side this time. Okay? I'm going to go out with that foot. Yeah? So there you go. Left foot comes out, and then right foot. Yeah? It'll be a bit awkward to begin with, and it doesn't look pretty. Don't worry. Not meant to look pretty. Okay? Center. From here, I'm going to cross my right foot over in front. So I'm going to come over, and then the other side, over. Now I'm going to let my arms float. They're going to come over with me, yeah? Over to the sides. And again, across, and then across. Okay, hold that here. Lift up to the top, and then a side bend over to your right, and then a side bend over to your left. And again, one more, over to the right, and then over to the left. Let's just roll it down. Let's roll it all the way down. Okay, lovely. As far down to the bottom as you can. And then inhale, exhale, and then bring it back up and through. All the way up to the top. And then take your shoulders back and down. Take the arms up in front of you. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, keep doing that again. Breathe in and breathe out. Set your posture up again, shoulders back and down. It's going to admit somebody into the from the waiting room. So shoulders back and down. Okay, so again, feet facing forward. Remember bony landmarks, nice and square. Let's take the right arm up and over, and then the left arm up and over. Okay, do that again, guys. I just need to get somebody else coming in to from the waiting room. One more time. So we go over, and then over to the other side. Okay, take your hands up in front of you, palms together, thumbs up, yeah, like at the James Bond, yeah, into that position. And then we're going to go around to the right side, so looking over towards your right shoulder, then come to center, then lift up to the top, then come down and through, and then go over to that left side, in, and then up, okay, and lower. And again, one more time. Your hands stay together. The range of movement is not as far. Yeah. One more time. Now lower the arms. Just circle back the shoulders too. And now we're going to lift both arms up into that front raise. We're going to open the chest. In and down. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to go into a little baby squat. Right, so bring the arms forward. I'm going to go into a little squat. I'm not going to come down too deep, yeah? So if you just look at my movement, yeah? So it's a little squat. Notice, look at the distance between my hips and my knees, yeah? So there's not a deep squat. I've got plenty of time to do deep squats, but I'll just warm that body up. All right, ladies, let's go back. So front raise, open, squeeze the scaps back, come in and down. One more time. So we're going to go up. Squeeze back. And now I'm going to do 2 squats. Down into 1. And again, so nice and slow. Let's do 1 of each. So I'm going to come up with the arms, then I'm going to open out through the chest, and then in and down, and then just give me a squat. From here, let's just take the arms up, and let's curtsy across. Okay, I'm going to take my right leg behind my left, come over, and then the other side. Right, again, I'm not going to move the arms yet, so I'm going to come over. And so now I'm going to take the arms the same way as the leg. Right, so I'm going to come over. So I'm crossing right through that shoulder. Yeah, so over and 2. Now hold that here. Take the right leg over in front. So I'm going to come across the body and the other side across. So I'm going into a bit of a diagonal. Yeah, over and through. Now I'm going to take my arms with me. So as I come over, I'm going to bring the arms into center, yeah, and then the other side, arms to center. And again, arms into center and arms to center. 2 more, 1 and 2. Now take it behind and take the arms away with you. And again, sweep them away. 2 more, 1 and 2. Now take that right foot across in front. Then we come into center. Yeah. Into center. 1 more on each side. Into center. And into center. Now arms should be feeling really heavy now. So I want you to lift them up. And then I want you to just go into a lateral flexion on the other side. And then I want you to draw the arms down, helping your head, neck and shoulders. And then just rolling it all the way down. Giving yourself a release. Okay. And then taking it back up. Slowly, slowly. Bringing your shoulders back and down. Give me a snow angel. So we breathe in and breathe out. And again, up we go. Lovely deep breath in. Remember those bony landmarks. So think about hips and ribs in alignment with one another. Last time, you're lifting the ribs. And now they close back down. Lunge forward to me, right leg. So I'm going to come into a lunge and push back. Other side, lunge. Now, if you've got a little bit lordotic, yeah, so you've got quite an excessive curvature of the lower spine, then this might be enough for you. Right? So just stay with this. This is really good for loosening up the lower back region. If you really want to stretch it out, you want a lovely abdominal stretch, don't forget going into abdominals. This is the type of class we're in a moment, working through our abdominals. I'm going to do an unsupported back extension. Okay. Now only do this if it feels good. Only if it feels good. So I'm in sagittal plane. Remember, you can always keep your hands at the side of you. So I'm stretching through my abdominals. Now I'm going to go into frontal plane. So we're going to go over the top, yeah, and the other side, over the top. So it's like a lateral flexion, but over. Lovely. Remember, you don't have to do this, and it's one of those exercises that doesn't look pretty at all. Okay, take the arms down with you. Circle back the shoulders. This is the 2, 1 and 2. Let's take the arms and float them up and take them away. And come down and just give me 2 little squats, not too deep. 1 and 2. Okay, take the arms up again, float them. I'm going to do 1, open, squeeze back and replace. 2 squats. 1 squat. Now I'm going to take the right leg behind into that curtsy, like an upright curtsy. Yes, I'm going to take the arms over. 2 more. Just float the arms away with me. Now I'm going to bring the right leg across the front and bring the arms into center. So arms to center. This is great for coordination. Arms to center. Okay, bring the arms down at the side of you. Lunge forward. So bring the arms up if you want to. Yeah, you don't have to if it doesn't feel good. Push. And push. Now take it over the top. So over the top and then the other side. Over the top. 2 more. Push over to the right. Or over to the left. Center here. Drop your head, neck and shoulders. And then just roll it all the way down, guys. All the way down to the bottom. You're going to come back up when you're ready. Inhale, exhale, rolling it back up and through. Taking your shoulders back and down. That's snow angel. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Okay. Guys, we're going to go down on the mat. So we're going to do some simple stretches with you, seated, before we start working through the abdominals. So just roll your mat out. Right, so roll the mat out. Okay, so we're going to come into seated, but before we do, we're going to go into a plank because we're going to go into that position, okay? So, set yourself up, hips are square, abdominals are braced. Okay, let's drop the head, neck and shoulders, and then just roll it down. I'm going to walk the hands away from me, but this time I'm going to walk them all the way out, yeah, into a full plank. Then I'm going to come down onto my forearms. If you need to drop to your knees, then that's okay. Or if not, stay here with me. I'm just going to twist side to side. Yes, I'm dropping the hip down towards the mat. Drop and through. And again, holding in those tummy muscles, back and through. That's it, lovely. So great shoulder workout as well. And if you are on your knees, you're just doing side to side, yeah? It's just like a little drop. Drop with the hip and drop down, okay? 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everybody drop down onto their knees and then push yourself back into that child's pose. Okay, into that child's pose. And now I'm going to come forward into cobra. The reason I'm going to do this right at the very end as well, because it's a stretch through those abdominal muscles. So you're lengthening right the way, abdominals, right from the sternum, right, and attaching it into the pelvis. So you've got that lovely six-pack, which we're going to be working on through this class today. So down and through. So accumulator core ideas. We're just building up, yeah? Accumulating one exercise onto the other with 15 seconds rest. And remember, I'm giving you, I'm suggesting a 15 seconds rest, but you don't have to. You can go further and do what's right for you. Right, down we go. Right, lovely. Come back to all fours. Walk the hands in into your cat stretch. And then through into your cat. And again, so pushing away up to the ceiling into your cat stretch. And then into your cat. Alright guys, neutral. Come into a seated position, face forward. Bring your legs around in front of you and just sit nice and tall, right? Try not to slouch, but nice and tall. To begin with, just interlink the hands and just stretch, just dropping your chin to your chest. So feeling the stretch right the way along the upper traps, right the way into the rear deltoid. There we go. I'm going to release my hands in about 10 seconds. And I'm going to place the hands behind me and I'm going to push away. Yes, I'm taking my chest as high as I can up to the ceiling. Yeah, I'm going to push myself back up into a nice long spine. I'm going to take my left hand just on the outside of my knee. I'm going to take my right hand behind me and I'm just going to push away. So I'm pushing into that knee. And I'm looking into my right corner. I'm going to change sides. I'm going to take my right hand over just on the outside of my left knee. I'm going to take my left hand behind me. Push away. You feel it through the shoulder as well. push away and then look into the corner. Excellent. Just side reach. Place the right hand down and then the left arm comes over. So think about keeping the spine long. Yeah? So you're not pushing yourself down into this position. Think about opening. And again, so down. Lift up and over and open. Now one more time. Through and open. Place the hands just behind you and take the legs away. Yeah? So feet are on the floor, knees bent. Roll over towards your right and then your left. So you're giving yourself that hip release. Over to right, lovely, and over to left. It should feel really nice. Yes, hip lower back. This is so nice to get everything moving. Keeping our joints healthy and safe. There we go. Stay here. I want you now to place your right ankle over your left hip, right? So straight away you're going to feel it down through the top of the hamstring and into the glute, okay? So from this position, I want you to think about opening the knee. So you're not in this position, open the knee, and then bring that in. So just bringing that in. So the closer I bring that, my left heel to my bottom, the harder the stretch, yeah? And the more the stretch you feel it. So choose a position and just stay there. Just a couple of seconds. That's it, lady. Oh, that's a deep one, isn't it? Then place that down, then go back, hip release. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Just give you two more. Go over to the right, and then take it over to the left. Then to the top. Now, we're going to take this left foot over to the right knee. Setting yourself up, and then when you're ready, slide that right foot in towards the bottom. Thinking about this knee opening rather than closing. I know I'm exaggerating, but it's the only way I can do it without using my hands. So opening that knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs side to side again, just for 4. So then we're going to extend the legs, and we're going to do a fold over. Lengthen the legs away from you, take the hands away, take the arms up, and then exhale as you come over those hamstrings. So I'm going to slide my hands back up my thighs. I'm going to lift my arms up as I breathe in. And I'm going to roll it over as I breathe out. And I'm just going to breathe here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So slowly come up to the top. Sit around the side of your mat if you weren't doing so already. And make sure you've got some room to come back, all right? So we're going to be lying back. All right? So building up all the way through. Let's keep the legs straight for a half a roll back. So taking the arms away from you, the arms extended in line with the shoulders. And then just come back into half a roll back and then lift up to the top. Right, so a little steep curve, back, and then lift. And you can choose, I'm not asking you straight legs, but you can choose if you want to keep them. Have them bent, yeah, it's up to you. It's a little bit more difficult if they're long, yeah, long legs. Yeah. And again. And one more time. Okay, now. Guys, going to come down, and now I'm going to bring my forearms down with me. Yeah? So I'm just slightly extended. I'm going to bring my right and left leg into a tabletop position, right? Into my tabletop. And then I'm going to tap down on my right and then my left. I'm doing a little tap down, and then the other side. Okay, lovely. So a little tap down. Now this would be the level 1, all right? This would be my accumulator core idea at level 1. I'm going to show you level 2, and then you're going to decide for the minute what you're going to do. So you can choose this. This is all part of the minute, guys. I'm not going to start another minute, right? So this is all part of my minutes. So you choose to do your leg extension, or you choose to do your tap downs. Yeah, and through. So tap down, toe tap, and back to tabletop. Tap down and back to tabletop. Well done. Thinking about the core muscles as well, yeah? So don't allow the belly to relax. Keep it fired up the whole time. So tap down and back to tabletop. Down and tabletop and down. And remember, you can always do that leg extension. You have about 10 seconds left. Okay. Down and through. 2 more. 1. Roll it off side to side. So come over to your right, just to loosen things off, yeah? And then over to your left. And again, over to your right. And then 1 more over to your left. Okay. All right, guys. Place the feet down onto the mat, and then bring your head, neck, and shoulders down onto the mat as well. Okay. All right. So from there, just lift the arms above the head. Stretch the arms away, just make sure you've got some room. You might need to wiggle down a little bit. From there, I'm going to bring the arms up and over. I'm going to curl up. Yeah, a little curl, and then lower down. And again, we curl up, and then bring it back. And again. So this is a level 1. Right? This is level 1 because every time I'm bringing my head, neck, and shoulders down, a slight rest onto the mat. So if I'm going to make it harder, I'm going to keep them up. Yeah, so I'm going to keep that contraction up and through. And if this feels too difficult, you've got to keep this going, but it feels too difficult on the neck, just place your hands behind you and just lift up and through. So you're supporting your head into your hands. Lovely, you are halfway. Squeeze and lower. And again, so lovely basic French, lift and lower. And lift and lower. No, 10 seconds. So try not to squeeze, so keep the elbows wide. So you're not squeezing the head up, yeah? You're not pulling at the neck. Open out, 1 more. Bring that down. 15 seconds, rest. I would like you to take your right ankle over onto your left knee. And again, take the hands to the side of the head, and we're going to bring the elbow over to the knee. Okay, so we're going to come over and back, yeah? So I squeeze over and back. That's it. Squeeze and lower. So we're keeping us on this side and making it far more intense, changing. And again, squeeze and lower. And again, think about really aiming that elbow over to that knee. Okay. And again, squeeze and lower. You have 20 seconds left. We're going to go into a bridge. So the bridge is our next exercise. It gives us an opportunity to take the head, neck, and shoulders back down onto the mat. Squeeze and lower. 1 and lower. Last one. Squeeze and lower. Okay. Take your head, neck, and shoulders back down onto the mat. Okay. Keep that foot where it is. Yeah. And then from this position, I want you to tilt the pelvis and just come up into a bridge. Yeah. Up to bridge and then lower halfway. So keeping that foot where it is. Lift and lower. So as you come up, I want you to really think about squeezing that left glute. Yeah, so think about squeezing and coming up as high as you can, opening that knee, not allowing it to close in, all right? So open, so down, lifting up and lower And again, so lift and lower. 2 more. 1, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Last time, and 2. Now, vertebrae by vertebrae, bring it all the way down into neutral. Take that foot away, and then take the left foot over onto the right knee. Arms are open wide, elbows wide. Okay, I'm going to lift across. So I'm going to lift over to that knee, yeah? Elbow over to knee, so squeeze. And you may find that one side works, yeah? One side you can actually touch. So you're thinking about sinking, yeah? Sinking that, remember those bony landmarks? Sinking the rib and the hip together. Push. And again, lift and lower. Squeeze and lower. You are halfway. Push and lower. So very intense exercises, keeping you here in a longer period of time than I normally would. Really getting in deep into those abdominals, that 6-pack. That's all there for us, all under our skin. One more time, up and through. Okay, take it down, head, neck and shoulders down. Squeeze the glutes and then lift it up into bridge. Yeah. We come halfway down and then you come back up into bridge. And again, lower and then up into bridge. That's it, you've got it. So you come down halfway and then push up into bridge. And again, lower and through. And then give me 4 more. So lift through. 3 more. Squeeze. Every time you come to the top, really think about squeezing as hard as you can up to the top and lower. One more time. Lift and lower. Lower it all the way down. Bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself our 15-second rest. Okay. The next exercise will be toe taps. So I would like us to go to tabletop. Place the arms at the side of you, however you're comfortable. And we're going to do single leg toe taps. We're going to tap down and through. Tap and in. And again. Tap down and push back. Okay. Now I'm going to take my legs to 45 degrees. Okay. Now I'm going to tap down. Tap back to 45 degrees. So you choose, ladies. You can go into tabletop and tap, or you go into that 45 degree. But I don't want you to arch the spine, yeah? Keep it nice and controlled. To make it a little bit harder, if you want to, you can tap down both and then stretch away to 45 degrees. Tap down and lift. Yeah. So you choose, but whatever way that's pulling on your lower back, you don't. You go back to your tabletop. And again, 4 more. 1 and 2. And 2 more. 3. And last one. 4. Okay. Bring those knees in and give yourself a little hug there. Okay, the next exercise is a reverse curl. So just allow the heels just to relax down towards the glutes. You're going to lift, so you're going to go into our reverse. So you're going to lift the glutes and hips away from the mat and just come in. So we're going to do it very small to begin with. Just a little lift and through. Yeah? So a little lift and through. Okay, so it's all you need is a little lift away from the mat. What I don't want is for you to be squeezing, yeah? So swinging is much better to have a smaller movement. Yeah? Smaller movement. And use your hands, yeah? Use them to help you push away. Yeah, don't be afraid of taking the fingers, press down and reverse curl. and again. So now you can begin, because you've got the weight, you're pressing against the floor. You can come up a little bit higher. Yeah. You try not to swing. Make sure it's lovely, controlled movement. Yeah. And again, 2 more. 1 and 2. And to finish off this minute, we're going to come up, head, neck, and shoulders. Push the left leg away, and we're going to go into a single leg stretch. Yeah. So extend and release. Extend and release. And remember, you can always take your head, neck, and shoulders down onto the mat. Okay. And again, down and through. 4, 3, and 2, last side, and 1. Now, bring those knees in again. Head, neck, and shoulders down onto the mat. Take those legs away from you, okay? And then take your toes away so your heels are together, the toes are apart. Then take it back. Yeah, so that's going to be my frog. So this is my frog position, and then I place it back into neutral. Frog to neutral. And from my neutral position, I'm going to lower down. I'm going to scoop the heels in towards the bottom. Heels are together, toes apart. Then I'm going to come up to the top. So I lower down, I bring the heels in and round, and I lift to the top. And again, lower down, heels into the bottom, and scoop to the top. Down we go, heels round, into bottom, and up to the top. And again, lower, heels in. And even if you can only do, ladies, just 4 or 5, yeah? That's it, just stop, yeah? That's enough, just stop. Again, I said to you earlier, some of these exercises are really advanced, right? So just do what you can do. And the alternative that you could do, you could just do heel tap and extend, yeah? So rather take away the leg drop, yeah? This may be better for you. Up to you. Whatever you're doing, I want you to do 2 more. So we come down, heels in, and lift. One more time. Down, sorry, I got the wrong way around. Heels in, and lift. Take your head, neck, and shoulders away from the mat. Hold on to the right leg and extend the left. Scissor and change. Scissor and change. And again, round, stretching out through those hamstrings. 2. There's a little pause at the top. So there's your hamstring stretch. 3 and 4. Ladies, drop your head, neck, and shoulders down onto the mat and allow the soles of the feet to come together. We're going to go into a butterfly. Bring the arms in line with the shoulders. And lift up. We're going to pulse for 2. 1, 2, and lower. And again, squeeze. So come through the butterfly and lower. And again, squeeze. 1, 2, and lower. And again, squeeze up and through and lower. So think about taking your hands as far as you can down towards the feet and lower. This is your last exercise, ladies. We have 2 left. 1. And last one. 2. Take the arms above you. Draw the feet away from you. And give yourself a full body stretch. Okay, I want you to roll over onto your front. Right, so rolling over onto your front, taking your arms away from you and your legs away. Full body stretch. Okay. Take your hands in just towards your shoulders and near your chest, and then lift up into cobra. So there's your abdominal stretch. Okay. From here, push back into child's pose. and through into your cobra. And back into child's pose. We're revisiting the stretches that we did at the beginning, picking yourself up, hands in line with your shoulders, dropping your chin towards your chest, and then just coming into your cat stretch. Okay, and then ladies, pushing away into your cow stretch. And again, up and under into your cat. And then through your cat. Coming round into a seated position, crossing your legs over in front, however way you want to. Let's go back to our side reach. So your right hand down, and then your left arm over. And then down and through the other side. So all the oblique work we were doing through the core ideas. Lovely to get a nice stretch through the waist there. One more time, each side. 1 and 2. Okay, and then from there, open out your arms, open out your legs. Okay, legs nice and wide, staying up nice and tall. We're going to go over to your right side and then over to your left. And again, just allow the legs just to relax, yeah? Feet to relax. You don't need to flex the feet or point the toes. Through, come to the center, then come to me, yeah? Come through towards the screen. So we're going to hold hands. There. Okay, come in, back into center position. Placing your right hand down onto your right foot. Take your left arm over and head over towards the foot. So I'm going into a diagonal rather than over the top, into diagonal. Okay, I'm going to lift the arm up and over. I'm going to take that hand down towards my left foot, left hand, and then I'm going to take my right arm over and I'm going to head over towards the toe. Place the soles of your feet together into your butterfly, taking the arms away from you and just come out into a little curve, yeah? Little C curve and lift to the top. Your butterfly legs into a half roll back and then up to the top. And again, 2 more. Coming through and then open to the top. Last one. And then open. Taking the elbows on the inside of the knees and bringing your body weight forward towards the feet. Stretch down on the inside of the thigh. Press them away, slide them away, and drop your head, neck, and shoulders down. Bring yourself back up, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking your arms nice and wide, hands together, and just thinking around to the right side, and then over. Last time. Over to your right. Ladies, loosen off the shoulders, stuck around. I hope that you enjoyed core ideas today on this Friday, another end of the week. We made it another week. Okay, ladies, thank you very much today. Thank you for joining me. Just turn the camera off.